This guy is going through a good player motion.
So yeah, this is a follow-up to my disguises video, which if you haven't seen it, go watch it.
Now!
Okay, if you're still here, you've either seen it, or you're lazy. In either case, let's get on with analyzing some funny clips. Part 1. I get stabbed. I think it's important to see what it's like from the perspective of the victim of a good disguise, so we can understand why it works. So back to this clip I showed in the original video. Okay, so I run up and start attacking these guys in front of me, and they retaliate. And this sniper appears in my vision, and like, yes, smartass, I know you know he's a spy because of the context of me showing you this clip, but bear with me. Am I concerned with the fact the sniper might be a spy? Or am I more concerned with the threat I know is right in front of me? So anyway, I do realize the sniper is a spy at the very last moment, as you can see me try to flick towards him, but because of lag, it's too late and I get stabbed. This clip is a really good example of how your attention is taken in situations like this. Like, sure, I could have spy checked the sniper, but my current priorities are bigger. Like getting some health. I'm low on health and there's the nearest health pack, but whoops, that sniper was also a spy and I completely fell for it. And again, look at this guy. He's not scoped in, but he's looking where a sniper would realistically be looking. He would 100% did that on purpose, and that was no fluke. I wanted health. I didn't have a medic GF. I got tunnel vision on a health back. This guy took advantage of it. Well done, Mr. Broke Boy. Have a health star. Finally, here's me just making my way to the fight. Everything looks fine, and then suddenly, spy jumps here! This guy may have beefed his stab, but if he knew I was behind him, he totally could have sidestabbed me on the way there. But then we get him, and another spy jump scare! Yes, we were so taken by surprise by the first spy that it takes us both a second to realize he's a clone of me with a missing head. Two factors that are a dead giveaway of a spy, and yet it took us both a second because we were a bit distracted. You'd be surprised at the things people don't notice when they're stressed or distracted. Wait. Part 2. Double acting. You know when you decide to be really funny and pretend to be a spy to your own team? Well, you can just do it on purpose so that your teammates shoot at you and trick the enemy into thinking you're legit. I call this strat double acting. And of course, you can ask your teammates to shoot you through verbal communication, but sometimes you don't have the time to go, "Hey, you, quickly, shoot at me!" Or you have social anxiety. Okay, that was kind of fast. Part 3. All the stuff that I couldn't really put into a category, so whatever, I'm just doing it just label them out. Look at this. I switched my disguise, run around the corner, pull out my mini beam, and look what this heavy does.
Medic!
Same game, me trying out the medic disguise some more. I jump on the point here, and this demo just lets me waltz right up to his back and stab him. I think what also helps here is my disguise has no cosmetics and could be taken for a free-to-play. And free-to-play medics have a tendency to just sort of, forget to heal you. People also just don't always pay perfect attention to stuff. Here, I'm faking pushing the cart. You'd think that this heavy would notice, but,
Nope. You come up.
But then when he respawns, I run away in a panic, knowing it's probably not gonna work on him twice. Here's me standing on the point, and one of the comments pointed out how big of a risk this supposedly is to stand on the point, because people would notice that the counter is wrong. But people really don't notice. In fact, I'm at more of a risk just standing this close to a pyro. I was so proud of this, but Marismus had to mess it up by turning off gravity. Look at me as a pyro, standing here chilling with these dudes. Just chilling, and I pass up a free backstab on the heavy, and so that energy just walks right past me. Oh look, here I am again. And that sniper over there in the distance is suspicious of me. He fires a couple shots, but what do? I switch weapon. And, yep, according to that, all checks out. I switch weapon, so I absolutely cannot be... Also, here's another point. Using voice commands. Get into the habit of doing it, and doing it realistically. This medic has chosen to pocket me, and to keep my authenticity up, I start using some appropriate voice commands. And you can tell I was proud of this stab because I attempted to taunt. Here I am up here, trying to find a victim, but then I see in the corner of my vision, a strange man. I know he's going to come out this window, so I decide to partially block the window, and he gets caught off guard, and so I stab him in the moment of confusion. And here I am, just wandering around looking for a victim, and by the way, ever trick the guy you're in a call with?
Some shit. Get salt for my teammates for being banned, but at least know what the good. I am now behind you. Pyro!
I know. Oh wait, I apologize, Mega Boom, but those clips are just too funny. Part 4. Trickstabs. If you get good at acting, it can seriously help you practice trickstabs. Since if people don't know you're a spy, they have a harder time reacting to it. And of course, it can just help out with getting to people's backs. Of course, stare stabs are an especially stylish way to do this. This guy was especially unhappy about being stare stabbed. Also, if you have good visual memory, you can do a blind stare stab so you don't even have to look at them before doing the stab and catch them even more off guard. You know, unlike the guy who telegraphs his stare stabs like a Dark Souls boss. Reminder that you don't need to know how to trick stab to be a good spy. Part 5. Comments. So, I got some really good comments that brought up some things I missed. 1. That thing I said about turning on player models in the HUD. Yeah, well, if you're on a really low-end PC, this could tank your frame rate, so thanks for pointing this out. 2. When you're disguised, you actually take no knockback, which sounds cool, but prevents you from damage surfing, which is basically rocket jumping using the enemy's rockets. This comment pointed out that you can set an undisguised bind that works even while you're cloaked, so you undisguise yourself if you need to surf. Here is the command to set it up. It's also in the description. 3. You can avoid post-spawn wall hacks by temporarily disguising yourself as a teammate, which you can do by pressing the R key with the disguise kit, and then redisguise once you get into a spot, taking advantage of the reduced disguise time. And of course, I got some really creative ideas on how to trick people, some that never even occurred to me. And that just goes to show how much you can vary up your act to trick people. So remember, be creative with your disguises. Also, you can disguise as a hoovie to get stabs, but like, come on. That's just cruel. Oh yeah, and lastly, no, I am not calling it psychology. In my opinion, it sounds stupid, it'll confuse some people, and it's my YouTube channel. I call the series what I want, and your idea is not original. Everyone keeps bloody suggesting.
Just mash your Iki. Not like that! No!